All right, so we're going to be going over what the likelihood of the 4.2 banners are going to be. Now, I'm aware that we still have some time until the actual release of 4.2, and not only that, but also the live stream, which will confirm who the rerun banner characters will be in 4.2, which is going to be an anniversary patch. It's very important to note that. Here I have a lot of different candidates as to who I think will be coming out, and let me actually change that quite a little bit right there. So obviously in phase 1 we are going to be getting Silver Wolf 9s, and then phase 2 we're going to be getting Evanesia. And I'm not going to really put, well, I guess I could put actually where I think characters would go and then my actual reasoning behind that. So starting off with Huahua, I do think, and we'll just say like B is likely they will be showing up, depending on when maybe, and then C no, and then I'll go ahead and put them in where, slot them in where I think they'll be. So Huahua, I don't think we will be getting a rerun for this patch. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, she's getting a Nova Flame, right? She is getting buffed. She is going to be excellent. She's at this current instance for version 3. She is guaranteed to be a very vital and pivotal character for both teams. But the reasoning why I don't think Huahua is going to be on the banner is I do think she is going to be added to the shop for a free character with some other characters, and I'll make a separate video for that. But I don't think Huahua is going to be coming out as a rerun banner anytime soon. Acheron I do actually see as a possibility to be coming out for a rerun, because it has been quite some time since she has actually been reran, if I do believe. Well, it's been quite a while. And she is an anniversary character, right? She fits that mold of an anniversary character. I do think she is possibly going to be getting a rerun, also because, I mean, for people who, you know, like Honkai Third Impact, you have a Raiden Mei, or you have a Raiden, and then you have a Yae-esque character like Bang Ba Boop right here. So that is a possibility. Adventurine, while I know a lot of people would want him to come back, I actually just don't foresee him coming out, because of the fact that based off of other characters that have the possibility to come back and what they're capable of doing for a given team, I just don't think in terms of revenue wise Adventurine would be one of the options that they would want on an anniversary type patch. Firefly, I do think Firefly is a very, very good candidate to be coming back. And the reasoning why is, while yes, she has a Nova Flame, she is arguably one of the most successful characters that Hoyo has put out for Honkai Star Rail, and she generates a lot of revenue and money. And given the fact that she is getting a Nova Flame, and you know, we just got Dahlia recently to help further boost Firefly, not only with her Nova Flame as well, so I do think that is a possibility for her to be coming out. And then next up is going to be Castris, and what they have been doing lately seems like is they really want to finish trying to milk dry the Remembrance team. And in order to do that, you have to sell their best DPS character. I mean, right now, currently we have Hyacinth, and then just recently we also had an Evernight rerun, and you know, we'll be getting to Cyrene here very shortly. But I do think Castris is one of those characters that they will want to try to keep milking dry in terms of money and revenue, because I mean, let's face it, while the Silver Wolf 9's team probably might be one of the better teams in the game, Remembrance team is still number one. It's still the best team in the game, and you have arguably the best core second unit. Hyacinth is number one, but you have a very good character right here in Castris that a lot of people would want. Now, next up is going to be our big old daddy Finon, and I do think Finon is a very, very strong candidate to be added on a rerun banner for Anniversary. The reasoning why is he generates a lot of money. He's a very, very strong character. Vertically investing makes him busted. E2 is stupid strong, but even at E0S1, Finon still does quite a bit of damage. It might not be on the same par as some of the other main DPS characters, but he is still incredibly, incredibly powerful, and a lot of people really love Finon because of his whole story arc. Next up is going to be a free character. That's going to be Donhung PT, and I do think PT is actually like probably going to rerun for a lot of people who joined the game after the fact that PT was free. But not only that, but he's actually like really damn good, and what he's able to provide is constant uptime with his shields. It's a little more frequent and ease of use than a Venturine who just does follow-ups, while PT does follow-ups as well with the dragon to help bring out more shields. But also, given the set he wants to run, ornament wise, you could run Lushaka, and he also provides additional support for your first in slot character if you want to do like a Hysolins team, or even like, you know, you want to run Sparksy or whatever to like a main DPS character, even Finon, to increase their attack. He's very, very strong. Next up is going to be Cyrene, and this is pretty obvious given twofold. Number one, jumping back to the Remembrance team, you need your main supporting character. While Hyacinth is absolutely that with her healing, Cyrene is able to provide so much for any Amphorius character with her own individual kit, to making them absolutely giga busted and stronger. And she's able to run on so many different teams. You can run her honestly like on the Remembrance team. You can run her even on a Finon team. Might not be as quick and efficient, but it's still really good, and a lot of people are going to want to pull her because she's able to make those characters extremely giga busted and powerful. And finally, it is going to be Dahlia. She was a patch right after Cyrene, and I don't think a lot of people really appreciate or understand how good Dahlia actually is. She's able to provide a lot for a break team, and with Nova Flame Firefly coming out, it makes sense to have them rerun in the same patch because they pair very nicely together. So going over these characters, right, where do I think they're gonna lie, right? Phase 1, if I am looking at this in pure I want to make money, then this is what I'm doing. That's easily what I'm doing for phase 1, to make absolute the most money that I can. And honestly, something's telling me Acheron probably won't rerun because these other characters, they are just better. This is what I think will end up being the case. They're newer-ish characters. I'm saying ish because a Firefly is right here, and they do more damage than Acheron at similar investment levels. Maybe not Cyrene and Dahlia, and maybe PT in terms of DPS wise, but what they're able to provide supporting capability wise outweighs what Acheron's able to do raw DPS number wise, which is unfortunate because Acheron was the first character on my channel that helped really propel it forward, but also was the signaling calling card of power creep in this game. And I just think that in terms of money wise, characters who are able to provide for an account, whether that be a newer account, whether that be an older account, these are the characters at the top here that are able to do that in this current meta with their DPS numbers and with their supporting capabilities.